Welcome, man. We'll get rolling in a few minutes. We'll wait like 2 more minutes, get rolling, make sure everyone rolls in. We've got licensed jersey up first, Fire Factory up second, and then some Big Al's, probably 2-boxer. We'll try for one. Hey, Daryl, how's it going? Did I copy it? I don't know. No, I didn't. Get your guesses in. All good, that's good. Where's that dang thing? I'm trying to find. I think I went too far. I did. There it is. Any spots for sale? Everything is claimed, so unless anybody's selling something, they can pipe in now. But I think everything was claimed, so. Totally forgot to do this, so I'm doing it really quick. There we go. Let's get some music going and we'll get rolling. 3:05. We almost didn't have Fire Factory today. I looked, I don't even know, Friday, whatever day it was, and it showed the boxes arriving on Monday. So I paid to have one overnighted, and it actually got here overnight. And that's what that is. I just picked it up 20 minutes, 30 minutes ago. So Yahoo, disaster averted. Oh, get out of here. Boo. There's Mikey. Hi, Mikey. Get my music on here. All right, let's get rolling. 3:06. Let's do our licensed jersey first, like we always do. I'll read off who has who. I didn't check to see if I want any credit from these, so we'll see here in a second. Yeah, if you haven't guessed yet, I changed it to 6 names since we can't get it right. It's harder than I thought. Larry V here would buy Reinhardt for sell. Larry V, if you're here and you want to sell Reinhardt, let Nick know. Chris says it's coffee time. And Larry V want to sell Laporta. You got a couple people asking for stuff. Let us know, Larry, if you're here. I don't know if he's here on Saturday streams. Guess 6 names from Fire Factory. The next one, if you get 2 of them right, you get some credit. All right, let's look here. Greg, you've got McAfee, JSN, Andre Dawson, Marino, Chris Paul, Brock Bowers. Daryl, you have Caulfield. You traded for Josh Jacobs, and you John Tavares. Was it a trade for a hockey player? It wasn't. I don't think so. Larry V. Magic, Reinhardt, Bagwell, Thomas, Seymour, Laporta. Chris R. You have Coffee, Sorokin, and Fear. That's a discount spot. Chris, you got $3. I know you already paid, so I can send back to you, or you can hold it for next time. You've got $3 credit for having all the same sport by random. Greg, Herbert, Warner, Matsui, Zach, you have SJ, Malone, McMichael, Griffey, Giannis, Crosby, Bird, George, and Collins. Brian, Stamkos, Woodson, Boldy, Kane, McKinnon, Bettis, Gruden, Evans, and Gensel. I think you had only football and hockey, but none of them lined up. Jake, you have Ranton and Robinson and Donovan Mitchell, Scorching, Fedorov, Fox, and Adebayo, Bill S., Yunt, Jeffrey, Weber, Tatum, Taylor, and McGuire. Jason M., you had Keller, Darlene, and Love. Richard S., you had McCutcheon, Cruz, and Dominique Wilkins. Sonic, you had McGrady, Ellie De La Cruz, and Walt Frazier was a trade. Darlene was a trade. Cruz was a trade. Jacobs was a trade. Is Frazier for sale? That was one of the trades. He traded for it. Maybe he'll sell it. Sonic, let me know if you want to sell Frazier, if you're going to hold on to it. Solos, Jake G., you had Hasek and Carter. Jason T., you had Hextall, and Nick, you had Jim Rice. So I think the only credit was Chris R. I'll give it a second here just in case. Larry, if you're here and you want to sell Laporta or Reinhardt, let us know. And Sonic, if you want to sell Frazier, let us know. And then we'll get rolling. I'll leave this up. I'll grab the box numbers, go get them, and then if no trades or sells happen, we'll get rolling. Quick Saturday stream. We got what feels like playoff football today. The first game is playing game, basically, right? Carolina, Tampa. Who's winning? I know who I want to win, but I don't think they're going to win. I think Carolina wins, but I want Tampa to win. I don't know what everyone else thinks, but okay, let's shake it up. By the way, guys, officially, all the numbers were re-randomized. I ran out of bingo balls to replace the new incoming ones. They'd all been in the used box, essentially. So every single thing in there has been renumbered. And we have a new set of bingo balls to keep using, just in case we pull the same number we pulled the other day. One more. Vlad, 6 names. Yeah, Vlad, you got 6 guesses if you only did 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Any Maduro sightings? That's a good question. That's crazy, huh? All right, let's get 3 numbers. Not by me, that's for sure. 3 numbers. 1, 2, 3. At first, when I read that, I thought you were saying signings. And I thought maybe you're talking about someone in the series, and then it made sense right after. So, good luck, everyone, says Michael. Michael, what are you doing this morning? You at the gym? You lifting 600 pounds over your head like you do normally? I guess not over your head, but up in the air. Going this way. 98, 9-8. Oh, man, I did not make enough room in here. Getting ready for a funeral? Oh, how do I not know about that? Is that in the Mrs. family that I'm not thinking about? What in the world? Or is that something I'm supposed to be at too? Good grief. 102. Yeah, okay. I thought maybe that was the case. Well, I don't want to say have fun. So that sucks. $122. Okay, let me grab those guys. 98, 102, 122. I don't see anyone responding to the trade or sales. Again, it's Larry B with whoever those two were, Laporta and Reinhardt, and Sadiq if you want to sell Frazier. If none of those are moving, I think we're good to go. I'm going to close this for now. We will do Fire Factory next. Boo! Yeah, well, you got to hope he doesn't hit. Or sometimes hope they hit and then try to offer a trade or a buy or something, you know. All right, we are good. Yeah, I don't see any trades, sells, blah, blah, blah. So we're good to go. Fire Factory coming up next. Big Al's 2-boxer. Hopefully after that, we'll try for one. If it doesn't fill, no big deal. We're at the end of the series, so I don't care if we do 4 or 6 to end the series. We'll do 4 on Monday. So heavy. Those sounded like hockey jersey. Heavy, you think so? I think we have been. Well, I know we hit at least one hockey this last week, maybe 2. So it's hockey heavy. NFL still the front runner, hockey right behind. I mean, it's basically, I guess when you open that many, it kind of follows the trend of how many are available. I think we've generally had most football available than hockey. They're about the same now. Then basketball, and then baseball's always been on the back. But all right, well, let's roll. Good luck, all. Jason's calling hockey on these. First one's basketball. It was light. Do I throw them around too much? I know this jersey just from the very first glimpse. 98. Because there's only one that's this color scheme. We've had this jersey before. It found its way back into the series. I love it. It's supposedly like a batting practice style jersey for the Mitchell and Ness. That is number 25. No nameplate, but we know that's Mark McGuire. I love this jersey. And that's his Oakland A's Mark McGuire jersey. Fanatic certified, MLB authenticator too. Cooperstown collection. It is the authentic style. These ones with the authentic marker are the licensed authentic. Cooperstown, Mitchell and Ness, size 44. There's your tag below as well. That's a beautiful jersey. Mark McGuire. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to tell though, Jason. Some of the football, some of the other ones are heavy too, and some of the other hockey are light. It just depends. Beautiful hit. He's like a claimable name, I guess, if we had less, but I don't think he's ever been claimed. Not in the first line. Go back up. There it is. Bottom of the second Rams. That is going to the Tatum line. Lawrence Taylor, Mark McGuire, Bill S. I should sit down so I can see even with it. Bill S. Nice hit. It's our second time seeing this jersey. I don't know that we'll see it again, so I'd like to get McGuire on the Cardinals, obviously. Great start going baseball. Mark McGuire. All right, next up. Yeah, I know. Cardinals Mark McGuire would be sweet. Not as, I can try to find one for sure. 102. What sport are we going to here? Staying in the MLB or going to one of the other 3? Can't quite tell. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I think I know the sport, but I don't know what player this is yet. Drawing a blank. I can see that's a 24. Yeah. Red. I'm pretty sure that is AJ Sports. Well, it's hockey. I know that. I'm pretty sure that's McMichael, Washington. Hopefully I would know, right? Connor McMichael. Fanatics. Washington Capitals. Nick knew. Nick said McMichael. I don't know why, but my brain was stuck on Seth Jarvis, 24 with red. And I'm like sitting there thinking, did I put a Jarvis in? I don't know about it. Connor McMichael. Not claimed. Not in the first line. Another second line random. So 2 randoms in a row. Zach B. Hitting on your SGA. You had Karl Malone and Connor McMichael on that line. Zach Frogman hitting the McMichael. Fanatics breakaway. Beautiful jersey here. AJ Sports World. Capitals. Now I can't remember that song that Ovechkin sings. Oh, he says, bands to make her dance. Bands to make her dance. I don't know if he does that anymore, but I always get that song stuck in my head when I see Ovechkin. Nice hit, Zach. Congrats. Connor McMichael. Fold it a little too far. All right, there we go. All right, so at least we didn't go all three from the same sport. Not that that matters. We can do that, but I like to see a little variety. Okay, final box, 122, if it'll focus. There it is. Good luck, all. Thanks for joining the jerseys. 3 boxers my favorite, but even then, the 3 come and go really quick. So for those that only join on the weekend, we do 2 of these on every Monday and Wednesday, too. So about 7 Big L jerseys a week. Not a lot, not a little. This is 1 of 2. I saw the color. I just can't. No, never mind. Nix that. I just remember. 3, 2, 1. The other player on this team is on a different style color, I believe. You can see the signature shining right through. That's a nice one. Jason said somewhere at the start that this first one's basketball. The last one is basketball. Craig, it was another guy, but I think you've been after him too. I think you were after both Lakers. Magic Johnson. Mitchell and Ness for the LA Lakers. I know that you've been after Frazier, but I think I've seen you try to claim Magic too. Pretty sure that was claimed pretty early. There's our one. Yep, there's our one claim hit. Larry V hitting Magic Johnson. And you hit, I don't even know, a few months ago you hit Larry Bird. I think you're trying to complete the Larry Bird Magic Johnson set. That's cool. I've always loved Magic's signature. And I love it when they use the silver paint pen on the slick purple numbers. It looks nice. Back and certified. Congrats. I know that feeling. Lakers, Mitchell and Ness. Swingman from 84-85, Magic Johnson. That's right. I forgot you hit the Jerry West. That's one of my favorite jerseys in the series. I haven't seen another West since then either. Sometimes I like to look back at stuff we pulled in the past. And I did like that Jerry West. Didn't it have a script on it too, Craig? Larry, nice hit. Congrats. For years from sports. Basketball, baseball, and hockey. Connor McMichael, Magic Johnson, and Mark McGuire all have an M in their name at some point. I have the Magic on a watch too. Commander Helmet. That's pretty cool. That is cool. I like the Magic Commander Helmets too. I've got one, or I did. I don't know if I traded it to someone. Okay. Let's get rolling. Let's keep going. Time for Fire Factory. Congrats, you 3. Those were some fun jerseys. Sorry to everybody else. A lot of claims. Just 3 hit on those, but some fun chances. Let's see here. Okay. Time for Fire Factory. Again, guys, we almost didn't have this. I had to overnight a box from yesterday to today, and it actually worked. Overnight actually worked for once. So we're good here. The R2 order will be used in the next 2 weeks. They were just slow. Everything's slow. Everything coming from me to you guys has been slow too. The shipping was not moving on the 31st to the 1st, so that makes sense. Okay, I'm not going to read these off, but you guys had 40 claims, 80 randoms that went with those claims, so 2 randoms per spot, and then there was 30 names that were left over from solos. That's back-to-back weeks that we didn't run a mini. I like running minis, but if we don't need one, I'm not going to do one. And this one filled just fine. So appreciate you guys. Last chance to get your guesses in. This is a guessing game where you guess 6 names from the checklist. If you get 2 of them right, you win some credit. Stupid easy to do the guess. A little harder to hit the 2 of them, but I'm going to try my guesses again for positions. I'm going to say I got to stay on the quarterback train. I think we got a quarterback. One quarterback. What did I say last week? Oh, boy. Not cutting that. Good. Oh, there we go. Quarterback. I'm going to say we get another other this week. We got one last week, and that screwed me over. So quarterback, other, and 2 wide receivers. There's no running backs today. Ugh, I can't do that. 2 running backs, no wide receivers. There, that's the right one. Quarterback, other, running back. That feels better. 1, 2. I swear if the first one we pull is a wide receiver. 4, 3. I gotta stop doing the vanilla guess though, where I just go one of each position. You know, it's gotta be cool when I actually hit it. All right. Good luck, everyone. Quarterback, tight end, running back, other. Yeah, I don't ever guess tight ends. Probably today's the day that the tight end's going to hit, huh? I don't feel like it's worth a guess, but we hit them all the time. Well, not all the time, but enough to have it be a guess. Okay, good luck, all. Here we go. You guys know me. I just want to see 2 specialties, and that'll make me happy. Martin. Saw a color. I couldn't quite tell the team till now. I see the team now. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Did not see the auto. This is one where I do have a good shot at getting my other right on this. They have some good others in their history. No label in the bag, a box, which I prefer. See, Flowers, when I think of non-defensive, I think Flowers. Then you think of the all-timers on the defensive side. Okay. Ed Reed's the one that comes to my mind first. Okay, here we go. Good luck, all. We've got a Ravens Rave. We started with specialty. You might get a message from Nick, whoever wins this after this. He likes these. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. It is one of the others. A great helmet, too. Number 52, that's Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis on the Rave. Beautiful hit there. Beckett certified. I know the funny part is, Larry, a lot of times when I will search on eBay or wherever, I'll type in like signed Rave helmet, and half the results are Raven helmets instead of Rave helmets because it's too close. Raven. Ray Lewis on the grape. That was claimed later on. Jonathan R. Ray Lewis, Ty Law, and that was the line you traded on Dallas Clark on, but hitting Ray on the claim. Nice hit, Jonathan. I've got my other, so I said what? 2 running backs and a quarterback now? I can do it. Nice hit, Jonathan. Congrats. Straight hit. Ooh. Did not see the name again, but I dig the style on this one. 3, 2, 1. Started with our I said I wanted 2 specialties. We did, and 2 of my favorite specialties too. We got a flat white here. Flat white for the Panthers. What a great helmet. I might be done though. This has got defensive player written all over it. Maybe not. It screams Luke at me. Flats are not signed now. I mean, it could be a newer player. Dustin says Luke. Screams Luke to me too. Let's see what we got here. 3, 2, 1. Oh man, I watched a video of him 2 nights ago. I don't know, it was on TikTok or wherever. That is Luke Kuechly. If you can't see it, that's a great hit. Of him calling out plays before they were run, pointing to the side to all his teammates, running this, and he gets right every time. Dude must have just studied tape all day long. I don't think we realized what we had when he played. He's one of the best to ever do it. Luke Kuechly was not a claim. Let me check if he was a solo. We did solos last night, so they're not fresh in my mind. Not a solo, so that is a random. Let me find Luke. There he is, Luke Kuechly on the Lawrence Taylor, Jared Allen, Luke Kuechly line. Greg, you claim Lawrence Taylor, you got Jared Allen and Luke Kuechly. Defensive line, and I'm out, by the way. That's 2 defenders, so I'm done. I love this helmet. Greg, nice hit. Luke Kuechly, flat white. Hard to get flat white, and Luke's always a great name. That's a great hit. Packet certified. That's a beauty. Yeah, congrats. Is this going to be a defensive case? We've had defensive cases in the past. I wouldn't mind. A few of you guys that claimed other defenders are saying, yeah, let's do a defensive case. Got to get a quarterback. I guess the quarterback for like the 5th week in a row. Two specialties I like so far. Where are we going on this one? Okay. Oh, chair's rolling out from behind me. 3, 2, 1. 2 picked Lewis, none got the other. All right, we got some people that are alive. 2 Ray Lewis guesses. We've got a Bills Classic here. I don't want to give it. I saw a signature. But that doesn't tell me exactly. Here we go. Good luck, all. Bosa would be cool. I've seen Bosa come out on a Classic from Fire Factory. Let's see. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. That's the signature I saw. Now, I don't know if he's in this. No, he is. Of course. That's the triplets. Man, I got to ask for an overnight case more often, huh? That's I love the start of this case. 2 defenders and then a triplets. We've had a few good cases in these last 2 or 3 cases we've had. Andre Reed, Jim Kelly, and Thurman Thomas. Triplets on the Bills. They've been on the checklist for a while. This is the first time we've seen it. It's rattling a little bit. I'll see if I can tighten it down. Something's a little loose is all. It's all good, though. Jason says, Bingo. I think they were on the solos, weren't they? They were, and Jason had them. Jason T with the Bills triplets on the solos. What a great hit. Andre Reed, Jim Kelly, Thurman Thomas. We can count those for all 3. And I'll just pick all. Actually, I got to use that to pick whatever I want. I want to get to 3 out of 4. Great hit. Triplets coming after the Luke and the Ray Lewis. What a great hit. There's a classic for us. One more specialty, one more classic. I'm going to call a throwback on this. Feels like we got a throwback left. Great case so far. Just give me a quarterback. Is that too much to ask? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I know a lot of you guys love to see this logo. I do too. We got an Eclipse. Kind of narrows it down a little bit. We've got a Washington Redskins Eclipse. I love that. Both 3 pieces here. They just were in the bag. That one's not sticking. Hold on. That would be why. That's where my brain tends to go, but sometimes I forget about obvious ones, and I just kind of go with what's at the front of my brain. Okay, let's see what we got here. Redskins Eclipse. Beautiful helmet. 3, 2, 1. It would be Mr. Theismann. I got my quarterback. I'll count this as a running back. Luke Kuechly was about as fast as running back anyway, so we'd call it a win. 3 out of 4. I'll take that. Joe Theismann, 83 MVP. What a great hit there, too. You guys know I like Joe. I really do. And I love, it's been a while since I've seen a Redskins Eclipse, it feels like. Awesome. Yellow ink on that, too. Craig's saying, who did you claim him later on? I think I've vaguely. You have Bettis. You did. You claimed him right after. You had Bettis and Theismann. I thought you only had one spot. You had 2. Craig hitting on the Theismann. Beautiful hits there. Ray Lewis, Luke Kuechly. Hold on. I forgot to do that. We had Ray Lewis on the Rave, Luke Kuechly on the flat white, the triplets on the classic, and Joe Theismann Eclipse. Let's try a 2-boxer. If it fills, we'll roll with it. If it doesn't, mac and cheese. I could use some mac and cheese right about now. My son, there's like 4 things that my son likes. Mac and cheese is one of them. And this last week, he keeps telling me it doesn't taste good. I want to put him out in the backyard and make him eat grass at this point because I don't know what else to tell him. All right. I've got the first claim. Congrats, C4. Those are some fun helmets. Nick with a random. I've got Greg on Green Bay. I'm not even showing you my screen. That doesn't help, does it? Greg on Green Bay. I've got Bill B on Buffalo. I've got Brady on Indy. I've got Bill S on San Francisco. Oops. Supposed to be 5. Bill S on San Francisco. Denver for Brian. That's spot 6. Dallas is still there. Spot 7 for Zach. Detroit is still there. Spot 8 for Greg. Spot 9, Kansas City for Bill. Jonathan's going to buy a random, which was Nick's. Indy is gone. New England is there. That's spot 10 for Bill. New England. Denver is gone. Baltimore is there. That is spot 11 for Greg. Got you, Greg. San Francisco's gone. Tampa Bay is spot 12 for Bill B. Gotcha. Depends on what kind I prefer. Homemade mac and cheese. I'll eat any kind of mac and cheese. 13. I should maybe not any, but I'm not too picky. By random, if I didn't get Atlanta, you did get Atlanta. Cincy is spot 14 for where do we go? Larry. 15, Cleveland for Scorching. Got you, Ray. Okay, I think we're 1 away. Did I see another random for sale and I just didn't type it in? Whoops. Uh, 16 Rams. That closes us, assuming there wasn't another random for sale. Okay, that's our one live fill today, guys. Let me make sure the Giants with a random. That random got bought. I think we're all filled up and ready to go. Okay. Let's get these rolling. My random, there it is. Got it open. Okay, 7 times on the random team, guys. There'll be an order of claims, and then we'll read those off. We'll grab 2 boxes, and we'll call it a day. My kids didn't guess teams. I just realized that now. That sucks. One's not home, though. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One's played Madden upstairs, and one is Out playing with friends in the neighborhood. Washington through New Orleans. Okay. Nick, I've got you. Am I showing the screen? I am. Nick, Giants, Jonathan, Washington. Greg, you have Green Bay, Tennessee. Bill B, Buffalo, Jacksonville. Brady, Indy, and the Jets. Bill S, San Francisco, Pittsburgh. Brian W, Denver, Seattle. Zach, Dallas, and Vegas. Greg, you have Detroit and Miami. Bill S, Kansas City, Philly, New England, Arizona. Greg, Baltimore, and Chicago. Bill B, Tampa, and the Chargers. Jason T, Atlanta, Houston. Larry A, Cincy, and Minnesota. Scorching, Cleveland, and Carolina. And Dustin, Los Angeles Rams, New Orleans. Let's close. Let's get 2 boxes. And we'll get rolling. We got what? Game in starting an hour? Does it start at 4:30 Eastern? And the other game's at 8 Eastern or 7 Eastern? Who's the night game? Is it San Francisco and Seattle? Or Rams, Seattle? Rams, San Francisco? It's one of those, isn't it? I know Tampa Bay, Carolina is the first one. 2 numbers. All I know is the Packers are like 10-point dogs against the Vikings. Might end up with the same amount of wins. That's just dumb luck for the Vikings, if so. All because of that tie. Clayton Tune's going to bring it home. 110, 110. Put them in the front, please. There we go. I feel like it was an NFC West game tonight, but I might be wrong. 18. Let me look real quick. Service is horrible. Yeah, Seattle, San Francisco. Not the Rams. Seattle, San Francisco. Okay, let me grab those guys. It was 110 and 18. Pulling for Seattle, man. It's at 8, so 6 p.m. my time, 8 Eastern. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Seahawks or the Niners, so I don't really know. I need to look at possibilities. I know that the Packers can still play. Can the Packers still play any one of those teams? Philly, Chicago, Seattle, LA, San Francisco, or is it down to just a couple teams? I'd prefer not to play Philly. I would prefer to play Chicago, even though they've already beat us. But I think that's the best possible outcome for us. I don't know. I want to play the Rams or Seattle or San Francisco or Philly. That's what happens when you don't control your destiny and get into the top seed. Would love to play Carolina or Tampa, but you don't get that. 18, 110, 110, 18. Okay. Let's roll, guys. Good luck. Love to see Chicago win. Not if they play the Packers, I wouldn't. 5 points. Ooh, some big points at the end of the series, too. See who snags 5 points. Nice. See the team. I see the style. Pretty sure I know I saw a script, but I'm pretty sure. Oh, sorry. I showed you a color there as I was sitting. 3, 2, 1. I was calling for a throwback. Hey, we got double Buffalo, but I was calling for a throwback. Here's a throwback. Buffalo was the number 3 claim team. Bill B hitting on the Bills. Yeah, I think I know what it is. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We have not pulled him in I don't know how long. I think he's such a cool name to get on a helmet. We used to see him in the minis and the jerseys from RSA or other stuff. 90s all decade is the inscription. It's a little light. I don't know if the ink was running out or what, but still legible. That is Cornelius Bennett. Love this helmet. 90s all decade. Buffalo Bills throwback. New JSA sticker on that too. Vikings legend. Did he play for Minnesota? Why do I not believe you? Did he play for the... I don't see Vikings. Is his nickname Biscuit? Oh, man, I'll start calling him Biscuit. Oh, he does. He's nicknamed Biscuit, my friends, because he always had room for one more. That's a good nickname. All right, nice hit. Bill B. Hitting his Bills, getting Biscuit on the throwback 90s all decade. That's cool. All right. 110. Final helmet of the day, guys. Series 36. 1 Wonka. I'll get your 5 Wonka too as soon as I turn off the stream. We'll fill it out. Probably don't trust me. I don't trust myself, but I will make sure to do it. And the 1-pointer here. Ooh. Nice. I don't know why I thought we had already maybe hit this player. 3, 2, 1. I saw the signature staring right up at me. We got a Pittsburgh Steelers, and I blanked the backside of the helmet there. 1-pointer for Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh was claimed. Pittsburgh was not claimed. It was a random going to spot 5 on the San Francisco claim. Bill S. getting the Niners and Steelers as your random. Congrats, Bill. 1 point here and a nice big autograph from the bus. So 2 retired players here. Retired. All retired. Everything today was retired. Bennett, Reed, Kelly, Thurman, Theismann, Ray, Luke, Bettis. Magic's retired. Connor McMichael is not retired. Mark McGuire is the only player not retired is Connor McMichael. That's crazy. Oh, come on. I had him on Fire Factory. Wish I was retired. I think you're getting closer, aren't you, Chris? I've seen you talk about it. Bill, nice hit. Did you have Bettis in Fire Factory? Hey now, Craig, you gotta take that Theismann and run off into the sunset with it. I'd love to have that Eclipse too. I don't think I have a Redskins Eclipse on my PC. Congrats, you two. Bill B, Bill S. Both Bills hitting here. Cornelius Bennett, Jerome Bettis. Under 4 years, you're getting there. I don't even see the light at the end of the tunnel, Chris. So I think I'll meet my maker before I retire at this point. All right, guys. Appreciate you hanging out with me. Fun streams. Congrats to those that won. I know it's more fun for you guys than the ones that did not win. Hopefully it turns around for you. Non-Big Al stuff today. Ray Lewis, Luke Kuechly, Bills triplets, Joe Theismann. Fantastic case there. Big Al stuff. Jerome Bettis, Cornelius Bennett, Magic Johnson, Conor McMichael, and Mark McGuire. Just a kickoff break and go. 3 years, 8 months. Who's counting though, right, you guys? All right. Appreciate you hanging out. Have a great rest of your Saturday. Enjoy watching some football. I know I will. And any questions, please shoot me a message. If anything's staying here in the corner, let me know. Happy to post for you as well. Okay, have a great weekend, guys. We'll see starters drop in like an hour. I'm going to post it's a new bat series, same elite series. And then we'll probably do a dollar break tomorrow. Some fun stuff in there. So, okay, peace. See you guys.